Hello and welcome to November's vlog. So we've managed to this morning get our hands on a load of old manure. So we are taking our stuff from last year out of the store, putting it in the wheelbarrow, then we're going to move it to the beds and then put the old stuff in there. That's what we're doing right now. But Perry's going to tell you what is coming up in this month's vlog.
So November, so we've pulled our carrots and stored them, pulled the rest of the Dahlia tubers, stored them. Still harvesting quite a lot even though it's like November, so we show you what we've been harvesting. And yeah, so it's just a lot of maintenance jobs now and the garden's starting to look a lot clearer, so we're just filling our time on weekends shoveling
Manure.
Don't
forget to like and subscribe to our channel and you will see when we put new videos up. And if you enjoy the video, just comment, let us know what you're doing in November and let's get moving.
Just appreciate the manure.
Oh yeah, look at that, beautiful.
Dark crumbly.
Okay, so on the flower bed now, I'm just going to pull out the cosmos and things that are finished like the zinnias, etc. And then the dahlias, when they've had a frost, I believe everything goes brown and then I can dig them up and keep them for next year. Some of the stuff like the lupins I'm going to move to our garden and then put some new ones in here so that the ones in the garden will be flowering and then the others will be getting ready. Yeah, just giving a bit of a tidy up in the flower bed today.
And then the tomatoes are done. We've got some marigolds that we're going to pull up. We've still got quite a lot of carrots, so we're going to pull the carrots up and show you after this how we're going to store them, because we want to try and keep some for our Christmas dinner. Beds green manured. TP of beans is going to come up, so we're just going to pull them. We're going to cut the roots down to ground level. Raspberries completely finished. We're going to wait till about February before we cut them down. Some of the lettuce beds still going strong. We've got this
spring cabbage in there.
Type of chicory. Our radish, better than what they've been doing before, but you can see all the holes in them. They keep getting eaten by something. Spring cabbages are doing alright. The animals seem to be coming in, so there's been deer eating the chard. See on there, they've been snacking on the rainbow chard, so we've lost quite a bit of that. Beetroot's nearly finished.
We've had lots and lots of rainbow chard. We've eaten it every meal for about 3 months, so they could have a little bit.
Brassica bed is flourishing, so our sprouts are just starting to come through.
You can have those.
So you can see our sprouts are just starting to come through. This one's ready. The one over there's a little bit further behind, but we've still got plenty of cabbage and broccoli. Sprouting broccoli starting to come through. Not quite yet, but nearly there. And then we're going to pick our final white pumpkin out. We put some green manures in this bottom bed as well. So I know last video we showed you, but there's been a little mouse at them, so some of them have gone. So we're going to have to replant them today. But yeah, still plenty going on.
Let's get busy.
Yeah, we'll get them carrots up and then we'll show you how we're going to store them.
Let's have a cup of tea first.
Cup of tea first.
It's cold. What do you think?
Nah. So it's Remembrance Day. We've come up after the parades, and this is our harvest still in middle of November, so we're still picking plenty, but probably our favourite. We've waited ages. The sprouts are starting to be ready, so we've got handfuls of sprouts. We finally picked the big pumpkin.
Yeah, because we've only just finished eating pumpkin
the Halloween
soup, pumpkin pie, roasted pumpkin. So we've got that game to play all over again.
Our first parsnip, which is pretty impressive. They're quite hard to get to the ground, so we snapped the end off, but happy with that. We're still pulling huge carrots up, the size on that.
Probably only need that one for the week.
We've saved some beans, as you can see on the front, some leeks.
Beetroot.
Oh yeah, beetroot. Still got lots of them.
And I pruned back all the flower bed and the herbs, so I've saved all of the herbs into little containers, and like the parsley and chives and mint, so we're going to make some mint sauce, dry out some, this is lemon balm, then we've got grapefruit mint that we can dry out and use for stuff. We're going to dry the herbs, rosemary I'm going to use in our cooking, some chamomile and our parsley, and then we'll have our own herbs to use throughout the winter.
So yeah, beetroot, carrots, leeks, some crazy beans, sprouts, parsnips, and a huge pumpkin. Happy days, eh?
I'm not sitting on the pumpkin. Better go and buy a chicken and get our roast dinner on. One of our aims on the excuse me. One of our aims on the allotment this year was to have some vegetables at Christmas dinner that we had grown ourselves. So we've got some sprouts that should be ready. We've got Christmas potatoes that we've covered, left in the ground. Hopefully that'll be ready. Carrots. Our carrots are ready now. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig them up really carefully. We're going to clean and dry them, and then we've got a big plastic tub and some sharp sand. We're going to put a layer of sand on the bottom, then lay the carrots one way, more sand, maybe some parsnips in as well, and kind of rotate the ways that we lay them. They're massive, so as you can see,
Huge.
so luckily we've got a big box. But you have to dry them, wash them, dry them, make sure the sand is a little bit moist, keep them in the dark, and you have to make sure that the roots aren't touching, so, and you cut the tops off. So that is what we're going to do, and fingers crossed we will have some lovely crispy crunchy Christmas carrots. Yes? Yes.
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 Just there.
Oh, this will be a big one. Is it purple again?
Yeah.
You're very noisy today, Charlie.
What size is that?
Hungry.
Oh, you're always hungry.
He's even more
Whoa,
hungry
look at
today.
that
He's
massive
always hungry on a
carrot.
Saturday.
Oh, that's huge. That's like a bunch of carrots. Wow. Very good. I'm impressed.
Yeah. So we're going to store
we
these.
might need a bigger box. And there's going to be lots of people there at Christmas, probably 15, maybe more. So we're going to need all these carrots. So we've dug up our whole carrot bed. We've got some of these lighter carrots, and then these ones that are got like they're a nice orange middle, and then these ones we think are called golden nugget, and they're nice. We've had loads of really good carrots. Some literally look like Frankenstein's monster. Whoa. Yeah, so there's some of the carrots. We've got probably about 4 or 5 times as many as this, so we are definitely going to need a bigger box. So it's freezing cold up here, and we don't have a stove in our allotment yet, so we couldn't warm up any water to wash them properly, and because the weather's been so awful, this soil's gone quite clayey, so we're going to do the packing at home, but we just want to show you what we're going to do. So when we get them home, we're going to cut the top off, give these a really good wash, and then you'll lay them down in the box like this, once you've got a little bit of sand on the bottom, then there would be like this, so none of the roots are going to touch each other. And then we would put a thin layer of sand. This is our sharp sand here. We just got from the garden centre. The guy recommended that you could use peat, but we don't want to use peat at our plot at all, so we just went for the sharp sand. We got 2 bags. So we'll put a really thin layer on the bottom, then we'll stack them like this, cover them again, and then the next layers would go the other way.
So we're fast approaching the end of November, and we've had a couple of heavy frosts. So as you can see here, the dahlias are starting to die back and turn a bit of a brown. So what we're going to do today is chop all the foliage down, dig the dahlia tubers up, and we're going to store them for next year. So hopefully we're going to have some bigger and better dahlias come next year. And then what we're going to do with the waste, just make sure there's no sea heads or anything, and we're just going to chuck that in our tumbler.
We're just going to clean as much soil off here as we can. It's quite clayey, so it's a bit hard work today. We give them a little wash, dry them out for a few days, and then tuck them up in some compost for the winter. Ready to be cut, split, or replanted in our new flower plot in the summer.
Here's the rest of the tubers here, so they're all different types. This one just looks like a ball of potatoes. We're going to use a soft brush just to get as much as we can off here. Yeah, so that's it. Dahlia is done. Ready for next spring.
See you next year.
So that was November's garden diary. We hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately this will probably be our last one for the year because the garden's dying back. There's not that much going on up here, so we'll just be up every now and again checking on the plot, making sure everything's alright. But yeah,
we've had a really good first year on the plot. We've been able to transform what was an old plot with, like, this shed we're sitting in now was literally an overgrown rundown shed, and we've got our lovely shed and our decking, and I think we've done loads of things this year, and we're going to kind of move forward into next year with our new plot, thinking about how we can get better veg for the shows, grow some more flowers, and kind of just move forward, get better.
Yeah, we've done well with like carrots and things, potatoes, so hopefully we can continue that next year. But some things like radish, lettuce, we didn't do too well with, so hopefully within our second year we'll get better at growing them and get the show veg perfect, ready for the competitions.
It'll be interesting to see if we do better next year, because we're moving into a house with a conservatory and a greenhouse. So it'll be interesting to see if growing our seedlings and stuff, how that's affected by having the greenhouse. See if we get any more success with things that didn't go so well for us this year.
We'll have to see, but yeah, that's it for this year. Hopefully see you in the new year.
We'll still be on Instagram at UKallotmenteers, and feel free to just keep watching all our old videos back if you really miss them, and we'll see you in the new year. Just
comment below, and if you've got your own allotment or you've got your own YouTube channel, send us a link so we can follow you guys as well.
Yeah, she's off.
She's off. Ready? Jump. Bye.